This is Brad Clayton again with PuzzleDuck Golf, coming to you for the November thought of the month. Thank you very much for everyone who sent back information before and has asked that some things be gone over, and this happens to be one of those very often asked questions, and that is, how do I stop coming across the ball or coming up over the top of the ball? And what that essentially means is that you're swinging the club with your shoulders and your head moving forward and going outside this direction, down and across the ball to the left, which makes your left arm jump back out to the side, which a lot of people like to call a chicken wing, or what I just say it is simply getting jammed up over here. And that's all because of the several things that happen throughout the motion of your swing and your setup. So I'm going to give you a couple of simple things to go over to encourage you to get the club moving down the target line a little bit more consistently, and a couple of drills to help you feel that. The first thing we'd like to make sure we do is get on the back side of the club. You hear me say that quite often, but that is to make sure the club's in your fingers. Your right hand palm, if you're right-handed, is facing parallel to the target line. Your left hand is more in the fingers and your hands are over to the right-hand side. Over here on the top side of the club or to the left, you're going to have very little opportunity of getting the club to consistently move down your target line. So that would be the first thing. So get your hands, your club more in your fingers, so you're a little bit more swiveled over to the right. You're a little heavier in the right side. So number one would be your setup. Ball position is another thing that will encourage you to get too far over and aim to the left with your shoulders. If you're too far forward with your ball position, you'll tend to get this way. So make sure that you're starting with your wedges in your center, or just left of center maybe, basically center. And as you go further forward to the left foot, your club will be getting longer. So your wedges start in the middle, your one wood would be, or one metal, whatever you want to call it, is up on your left instep. The further forward the ball goes, the more we want to have a little swivel of your body to the right so that your shoulders stay parallel to the target line. It's very important. Some of the grip, or they're getting the proper grip, will help you do that. So get the club in the fingers, your back hand facing parallel to the target line. As your ball position moves forward, you'll get a little swivel to the right. If you're right-handed, that is. Just flip it around if you're left-handed. So when we get our setup that way, that allows us to turn into that back leg and create some coil in that leg. Then we want to use that leg to move the club through. The left, right foot, knee, and hip is what's going to help us move the club through. We don't want to use your upper body to start the downward swing. If you do that and start with your shoulders and head first, the club's going to tend to go outside. So we want to get that good setup, coil into that back leg, and then use that leg to move the club through. And you'll see that I'm not doing anything with my shoulders and arms, but I'm using that leg to push my right side through the ball, and the club will fall and come back to the inside and move down to the target line. So as you're swinging back, you turn your shoulders back, but your right hip, knee, and foot, if you're right-handed, is what's moving the club through, not your head and shoulders and arms. So we're going to get that good setup, turn back, push the leg through, and then it's just a matter of timing the release. See if we can make a relatively decent swing here. Turn back, push the knee through, hold your balance, finish position, and we just hit a pretty decent shot on line there. A couple of things to help you feel that. Here's one really good drill here. It's very simple. Just take your left hand and put it on top, or your forward hand, and put it on top of a shaft. You can do it on the back of a chair. You can do it on the back of the golf clubs on the golf cart. You just want to isolate that forward hand, get set up, swing back with your right side just like normal. Keep the shaft vertical, but let your elbow bend and support like it would in a normal swing. You see my arm flopping around up here. So we're going to swing back and support it, but then just swing underneath this shaft here in your left arm over to the finish. And in order to do that, you'll have to have a pretty good sequence of motion and give you a feel for not going up here with your shoulders, but using your right knee and foot, hip and foot. So we're going to swing back, swing underneath. Really good drill to help you get a sense for not using that head and shoulders to move the club through, but getting your right side to move. Another really good simple drill is to take a shaft and hold it up across your shoulders, get your posture, and then use your right hip, knee, and foot to push through to the target and rotate while keeping the shaft parallel to the target line. So we'll get set up, turn through, keep the shaft parallel, show you this way, get set up, lower body moves through. That helps you isolate or separate your hips and your shoulders. So we're here to go here. If you have a trouble doing this, most people are going to tend to do this first. Just take your head and gently put it up against a wall to help you stabilize that, keep the shaft parallel to the wall, and still move your right side through. That'll put your weight into your left foot or your forward foot. So here and here. Two very simple little drills that'll really help you get a sense for that motion and give you an opportunity to learn how to start using your ground and your feet to move the club. So we turn back, feel pressure, use that right side to move through, and then on up into your nice balanced finish position. I want to thank Chad Coufin for allowing me to be here once again. Beautiful, beautiful day out here. 12 Oaks in Holly Springs is insanely beautiful golf course, wonderful practice facility, and just a beautiful place to be, especially on such a nice fall, early winter day. Thank you very much for following the thoughts of the month. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to send them in at puzzleduckgolf@gmail.com anytime. That's puzzleduckgolf@gmail.com. Please keep up with us on puzzleduckgolf.org or puzzleduckgolf.com as well. And remember that the book is out now. It is available. You can get that through the website. I have done some refinements on the cover. Look a little bit more professional in the ones that are coming out now. The other ones were kind of what I wanted to do, but ended up going with a little bit more of a conservative look on the front. So if you have any questions about that, you're always welcome to email me. Email any questions, and we'll address those as we get to them. So once again, puzzleduckgolf.org, email puzzleduckgolf@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, and hope you have a great, great Thanksgiving.